Hi guys, so recently Amazon added another feature where it's now easier than ever for you to update your sponsored brand placement adjustments, but there's the catch. Since it's much easier for you now just to update bid adjustments for placements other than top of search, there is a great possibility that you will hurt your sales if you do just that. Before you do that, I'm going to show you which report you need to pull to see the exact placement performance for each of your placements and for your campaigns. It's pretty easy to find it, so navigate to your usual sponsored reports and then go to the create report. From the drop down, select sponsored brands and then choose the campaign placement report. Once you download it, this is what you'll be presented with. So this is what's very important. So let's move our head a little bit down. Okay, so this is what's really important. Now I pulled some meaningful data for you here. So this is for campaign 1. You can see the actual spend and sales per each placement once you see this report. So for rest of search and top of search for this campaign number 1, it's insignificant. So for this campaign, it's going to be pretty straightforward to decrease the bids for placements other than top of search because it's only top of search which is performing right here. Then for the next campaign, it's similar. So no actual spend on the rest of search and most of the things are happening on top of search. Campaign number 3, same thing. And this is where it gets interesting. Now this is a video campaign that regardless of if it's a video of keyword targeting, you will get the same data. So here you can see that on product pages, actually you have the most of the spend and most of the sales at a pretty miserable conversion rate and pretty high ACoS. So this is the most valuable information for you that you can gather from this report. So take a look. Now if you go ahead and limit and adjust your bids for other than the top of search, you will actually decrease your sales by a lot. Now that's fine because here you have unprofitable sales. Most of the accounts will not be profitable at an ACoS of around 74%. So anyway, you need to have an informed decision what's actually happening on each of the placements before you decide to use that option. So be aware that this functionality was there in the past, and I had a video on how to use this placement adjustments for sponsored brands. But here, since it's much easier, you need to be more careful not to mess with that without proper investigation. Here, if you limit rest of search and product pages and decrease the bids over there, you will only be left with top of search, which in this case is pretty decent ACoS, but only one sale in a 30 days. So you will have to be aware of that. Unfortunately, we're not able to limit only product pages. Hopefully in the future, we're going to see that functionality too. But now we are only limited to top of search and the other two guys. So here your hands are tied, but maybe you can, what I would do in this situation is that maybe lower the bids on these placements other than top of search, but increase the base bid so you have the higher CPC for top of search, and then experiment if that's going to bring more meaningful sales for you. The other example from another account is this one. So for example, this is sponsored brands campaign, the keyword targeting. Take a look at this one. So product pages, $17 of spend, high ACoS, rest of search, $100 of spend, high ACoS, and top of search is killing it. So 87 sales in 30 days, pretty good ACoS. So this is complete waste. So this is the good information, crucial information that you can get from this report. Here you can go ahead and reduce the bids on product pages and rest of search and just enjoy the better profitability. So let's quickly calculate. So Here, on a campaign level, the spend is 724 and the sales are 3006. Let's see the ACoS quickly. So ACoS would be 20%, which is good, but there's actually a lot of waste over here. So only for 8 orders in total, your ACoS could be 17 or 18%, and that's right. I mean, that's your margin actually. So you can increase quickly your margin by 2% by just adjusting these placement adjustments. So next campaign, similar situation. So we have only 3 orders out of 17 that are coming in this campaign, and from top of search, 14 are coming with a decent ACoS. So again, a good situation where you can actually limit quite much of the wasted ad spend. So here in total, that's 297, and sales are quickly, let's see, 677. So the ACoS is 43 in total. While if you limit the placements other than top of search and lower their bids and increase your top of search or leave it, whatever you decide, you will have 4% less of an ACoS. There are a few other examples also what you can do here. Also rest of search, product pages, not that good of performance, and you get the idea. So there you go. It's pretty important to pull these reports before making any changes on sponsor brand placement adjustments. While we are here, this report, sponsor brand campaign placement report, is useful for a few additional metrics available. So I keep telling you guys on LinkedIn and on my videos that impressions are completely meaningless information, meaningless metrics. So let's just switch quickly to sponsor video. I think in the other reports, yes, we had a sponsor video here. So the same point, let's freeze here. So sponsor brand video, this is going to be the good example. So almost 40K impressions. Out of that, only 10% of that is viewable. And when we go further down to see the actual video performance, so the first quarter of the video, only 1,600 people saw it. So remember that your reach is not 40K. Only 1,600 people saw the first quarter of the ad, and not to mention that complete video views, only 490 people. So let's say 500 people out of 40K impressions. So just be aware that impressions doesn't mean anything, do not mean anything, and focus on the detailed reports that Amazon made available for you so you can pull that. And this is also a nice metric, that 5-second views. So 3,000 actually saw the first 5 seconds of your video, and if you did a good job, then those 3,000 will not drop that much if the video shows and catch the attention in the first 5 seconds, which is not the case here. So around 50% of people dropped after the first 5 seconds. So from 3,000 to 1,600, that's almost half. So yeah, pull these metrics as often as needed. I would say, depending on the volume of your account, like every 2 weeks or every month, depending on that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to pull these reports on a regular basis before you make any adjustments by heart, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye bye, guys.